New ESPN mock draft here, ladies and gentlemen. Phil Yates with his first mock draft. We're going to react to it. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of TheLead. Your host, as always, Harley Dugan. ESPN has dropped their latest mock draft on ESPN Plus. Remember, guys, you cannot get this kind of coverage anywhere else unless you are subscribed to the ESPN Plus app. And if you aren't, here you go, ladies and gentlemen. For free, I am going to pay for it, and you get to see it, and you get to react with me. The Houston Texans select at 23. This mock draft is courtesy of ESPN's Phil Yates, ESPN insider. He does a little bit of everything, does some scouting work as well, does some fantasy football as well. Fantastic coverage from him. So here we go. We're at 23. And before we get to it, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We're on the road to 8,000 subscribers. Again, very appreciative of every single one of y'all that has liked, commented, subscribed. While you're at it, go ahead and make sure you smash that like button, easiest smash of your life, and comment down below. How do you feel about the mock draft that Phil Yates has put together here? We're definitely going to react to it right now, and this is going to be very exciting. We're going to have a lot of fun. Anybody that is a fan of teams that are not the Houston Texans, I'm sorry, because I'm going to basically skim only whoever's in my division, the AFC South. I'll skim through them real quick. But anybody else, here you go. You get to see it for free, but any in-depth stuff, it's not going to happen. Houston Texans state of mind. So let's get into this. Phil Yates had posted this yesterday about 5:55 in the morning. Already knowing that the Super Bowl is behind us. That's awesome. Let's get into it. Bears, Caleb Williams. We all should basically know this. First 3 picks are quarterbacks. That's cool. All righty. Here we go. Whoa. Tennessee Titans take Rome Odunze, wide receiver out of Washington. Look, the Tennessee Titans need a wide receiver. They definitely do. Treylon Burks looks like an absolute bust, but they still need to protect Will Levis. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how their offseason goes. I'll definitely be keeping an eye on them, as well as all the rest of my Texans fans included. Here we go. What we got? We got Colts coming up. They get Terrion Arnold. Not very excited about that as an opposing fan. Terrion Arnold is an absolute beast at corner. I think he's the better of the duo between him and Kool-Aid McKinstry. This is not what I would want, and the Colts need secondary help. We saw Nico Collins. Really, it was just Nico Collins in the last game of the season that first play of the game. Here you go, 75-yard touchdown. Boom. Here we go. That's how you start the party. The Colts had a bunch of rookies last year in the secondary. They should get better theoretically, but Terrion Arnold, they need to beef it up, and that's a great way to beef up. Jacksonville Jaguars get the best center in the draft, in my opinion, in Jackson Powers Johnson from Oregon. He's fantastic. And there it is, best center in the draft. The Jacksonville Jaguars still could use offensive line help, anything to keep Trevor Lawrence upright, keep him healthy. We saw the Jaguars, they choked. But if Trevor Lawrence is healthy, I still quite wonder if they lose any more games with a healthy Trevor Lawrence. So we'll see what happens. But overall, those 2 picks I'm not really excited for as a Texans fan. One of the biggest talked about guys, Quinion Mitchell, goes to the Rams. We're coming up here, folks. We are coming up here. We're at 23. What do you think the Houston Texans are going to select here? Phil Yates with the selection, and the Houston Texans select cornerback from Missouri, Enis Rakestraw Jr. Now, I have done my homework on Rakestraw. Very solid cornerback, actually, when you think about it. 6 feet, 187, solid size, solid build. He's physical. Very physical. And according to Phil Yates here, Texans did an incredible job of extracting everything they could out of the secondary and adding a few more players this offseason. Rakestraw is one of my favorite guys to watch in this entire class, as he seems to find just as much joy in lining up the man-to-man opposite a top right receiver as he does delivering bone-crunching hits in run defense. Pairing him with Derek Stingley Jr. could give Houston a fearsome cornerback duo. He's not wrong here. Enis Rakestraw Jr., I understand this isn't a sexy name to Texans fans, but when you look at the film, he's got some good film against Ladd McConkey, wide receiver out of Georgia. Had him blanketed for a lot of the times he was matched up against him. He's more of an outside cornerback, can play some slot due to the formation on offense, but at the end of the day, this is a outside corner that you would have opposite Derek Stingley. Again, very physical, similar to Shaquille Griffin, where Shaq Griffin was a physical cornerback. But I would say with Enis Rakestraw Jr., he's very twitchy. Comeback routes, those little curl routes, anything like that, quick moving routes. He is so good at directing his hips so fast that, again, twitchy. He's twitchy. That's twitch. And Enis Rakestraw Jr., you can't teach that. And it's fantastic. I will say, though, very grabby as a cornerback. If you're going by him, he's going to grab your arm. And he's very grabby when you look at him. He does very well in man-to-man coverage. I thought he did really well in some of the videos I've seen and footage I've seen of him playing cover 3. Now, DeMeco did not implement a cover 3 defense, but that's usually what the 49ers and the Jets and DeMeco would like to use. Now, the reason maybe not for cover 3 defense, the safeties weren't that good this year. So he had to play more of a cover 4 defense. And that just, hey, it is what it is. It was all right, and it worked for you this past year. But improve the safeties, get Enis Rakestraw Jr., and you could have him shine in a cover 3 because his awareness as a zone coverage cornerback, he's a constant communicator, somebody that the Houston Texans would actually really, really like for this team. So I do not mind this selection whatsoever. As you see, Adrian Cooper, my favorite linebacker, come off the board at 24. There's Cooper DeJean, the crackerback, as people like to nickname him. And that is it. No trade-ups, no nothing of that. Chiefs getting Adonai Mitchell? Oh, no. That's not what I want. But the Houston Texans here, let's go ahead and stop that right there. The Houston Texans here, grab a cornerback at 23. Let me know your reactions down below in the comment section. How do you feel about Enis Rakestraw Jr.? And if you think there should have been a different selection, let me know in the comment section. You know I reply. As always, guys, go Astros, go Rockets, go Texans. You have a blessed day.